Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Namo Buddhaya, greetings of virtue. Thank you for the opportunity that given to me by Ma'am Temmy as a chemistry 2 lecturer for me to be able to present one of the application of green chemistry in the field of natural resources conservation. And at this time, I took the title about conservation of natural resources implemented by efficient use of carbon dioxide. And based on my title, my background is green chemistry as an approach that focuses on the use and development of more environmentally friendly technologies and has become important in efforts to conserve the natural resources. And one aspect that is very relevant in green chemistry is carbon dioxide efficiency. So carbon dioxide is the most dominant greenhouse gas in climate change and plays a key role in the conservation of natural resources. And about the understanding of carbon dioxide efficiency. So carbon dioxide efficiency in green chemistry, it's mean reducing the carbon dioxide emissions produced by chemical and industrial processes. So this efficiency helps to reduce the impact of the climate change and improve the air quality. And carbon dioxide efficiency strategy. So the following are several strategies that can be implemented to increase the carbon dioxide efficiency in green chemistry. In here, there are several strategy. The first one is biomass technology. So the use of biomass technology for the synthesis of renewable fuels in sustainable manner, um, reducing dependence on fossil fuels and carbon dioxide emissions. And the second one is nanoscience technology. So we can use the nanoscience technology for the synthesis of renewable fuels in sustainable manner and reducing dependence of fossil fuels on carbon dioxide emissions. And the third one is biosolar. So biodiesel technology for the synthesis of renewable fuels in a sustainable manner and reducing the dependence on fossil fuels and carbon dioxide emissions. And next is carbon dioxide efficiency. Use of carbon dioxide efficiency technologies to reduce the carbon dioxide emissions and produced by chemical and industrial process. And the last one is sit-in. Use of sit-in biodegradable material to reduce waste and environmental pollution as well as reduce carbon dioxide emissions. And in the next slide is implementation of carbon dioxide efficiency. So implementation of carbon dioxide efficiency in green chemistry can be done in various ways, such as the first one, use of more efficient technology. So using more efficient technology in chemical and industrial process to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. And the second one is use of cleaner fuels. So when we're using cleaner or low sulfur fuels to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. And the last one is more efficient energy use. Using more economical and efficient energy in chemical and industrial process to reduce the carbon dioxide emissions. And so the efficiency of carbon dioxide in green chemistry is very important in efforts to conserve the natural resources by using effective strategies and proper implementation that we can reduce the carbon dioxide emissions that contribute to climate change and improve the air quality. And in this slide, you can see the conservation of natural resources through efficient use of carbon dioxide. So natural resources are vital for our planet's health and our own survival. But unfortunately, human activities are leading to depletion of these resources and contributing to climate change. Um, in this presentation explores how we can leverage the carbon dioxide or CO2 that is a major greenhouse gas to conserve the natural resources and create a more sustainable future. And then the challenge that like natural resource depletion and climate change that we face now, uh, it's like industrial processes, energy production, and deforestation contribute to depletion of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. And next is degradation of air and water quality. And the last one is loss of biodiversity. And also we faced the increase of CO2 emissions trapped in the atmosphere, leading like rising global temperatures, melting glaciers and polar ice caps, and more extreme weather events. So our reliance on traditional resource extraction and energy production methods is taking a toll on the environment. Fossil fuel depletion threatens energy security, and pollution from industrial activities harms the ecosystem and human health. Meanwhile, rising CO2 emissions are causing the global temperatures to rise, disrupting weather patterns and leading to more extreme weather events like floods, droughts, and heat waves. So these challenges necessitate a paradigm shift towards sustainable resource management. And carbon dioxide is from flame to resource. So um, in here there are several from flame to research. It's like CO2. So CO2 is a natural gas essential for plant life, like photosynthesis, and traditional fuel like CO2 as a waste product and pollutant. And the last one is new perspective, so CO2 as a potential resource. So carbon dioxide is a natural occurring gas, and plants absorb the CO2 during the photosynthesis, like a vital process for their growth and for producing the oxygen we breathe. However, due to the human activities, CO2 levels in the atmosphere have risen dramatically, leading to climate change concerns. But what if we could capture and utilize the CO2 in productive way? So this is the exciting new perspective on CO2, like viewing it as a potential resource. And the next slide is carbon capture and utilization, or CCE, as a game changer. So CCU technologies capture CO2 emissions from various sources like power plants, industrial facilities, direct air capture, or DAC technologies. So uh, carbon capture and utilization, or CCU, is a group of technologies that capture the CO2 emissions before they enter to the atmosphere. So these emissions can come from power plants, industrial facilities, or even directly from the air using DAC technologies. Once captured, the CO2 can be used for various purposes, effectively transforming it from a waste product into a valuable resource. And then about the application of captured CO2. So in here there are several applications of captured CO2, like enhanced oil recovery or EOR, injecting the CO2 into oil wells to increase the oil production and store CO2 underground. And the second one is production of synthetic fuels. So converting the CO2 into methanol, gasoline, or other fuels. And the third one is production of building materials, utilizing the CO2 to create concrete or other construction materials. And the last one is production of chemicals and plastics. So transforming the CO2 into valuable chemicals and plastics. Captured CO2 can be used in numerous innovative ways, like in enhanced oil recovery or EOR. So the CO2 is injected into oil wells to improve the oil extraction while simultaneously storing the CO2 underground. CO2 can also be converted into synthetic fuels like methanol or gasoline and providing a cleaner alternative to traditional fossil fuels. So the construction industry can utilize the CO2 to create a concrete or other building materials with improved properties. And furthermore, CO2 can be a feedstock for producing the various chemicals and plastics and reducing the reliance on virgin fossil fuels. And this slide is the road to a sustainable future. So CCU offers a promising approach like reduce the reliance on fossil fuels, mitigate the climate change, conserve natural resources, and create a circular economy. So carbon capture and utilization holds immense potential for creating a more sustainable future. By capturing and utilizing the CO2, we can reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and mitigate the effects of climate change conserve. So, what we should do now? First is in fields of research and development, we should focus on advancing the CCU technologies. So continue the research and development in carbon capture and utilization or CCU is crucial. So this includes the exploring new methods for capturing the CO2 and improving the capturing improving the efficiency of conversion processes. So what we should do now, first is in fields of research and development, we should focus on advancing the CCU technologies. Continued research and development in carbon capture and utilization is crucial. So this includes the exploring new methods for capturing CO2 and improving the efficiency of conversion processes and identifying a wider range of applications of capture CO2. And next is fast in next generation green chemistry solutions. So supporting research into even more sustainable chemical processes and materials is essential. This could involve the exploring bio-based alternative to traditional chemicals and developing the closed-loop production system that minimizes the waste and designing the products with better end-of-life options like biodegradable and recyclable. And next is promote the international collaboration. So encouraging collaboration between researchers, governments, and industries worldwide can accelerate the progress in green chemistry solutions. So sharing knowledge and resources can help overcome the technical and economic hurdle associated with implementing these technologies. And in policy and implementation, there are three that we should that we can do. It's like incentivize the green technology adoption. So governments can play a significant role by providing tax breaks, subsidies, and other incentives for companies that invest in adaptive green chemistry technologies. So this can make the CCU and other sustainable practices more economical attractive. And next is develop the carbon pricing mechanism. So by implementing the carbon pricing scams, such as carbon taxes or emissions trading systems, it can create a financial incentive for industries to reduce their CO2 emissions. This could encourage them to adopt green chemistry solutions as a cost-effective way to comply with the regulations. And the last one is invest in infrastructure for CCU. So um, building the necessary infrastructure for capturing, transporting, and utilizing the CO2 is essential for large-scale implementation. So this could involve the developing pipelines for CO2 transportation dedicated to storage facilities and production the plants for CO2 based the products. And the last one's for about the public awareness and education. So first is raise the public awareness about the green chemistry. It's very important to educating the public about the importance of green chemistry and its role in environmental sustainability can foster support for these initiatives. This could be like involved educational campaigns, public outreach programs, and promoting the green products to the consumers. And then the last one is encourage the individual actions. While large-scale changes are needed, individuals can also contribute by making conscious choices and then supporting the companies to prioritize the products, prioritize the sustainability, choosing eco-friendly products, and reducing the personal carbon footprints, all contribute to a more sustainable future. So by focusing on these areas, we can accelerate the development and implementation of green chemistry solutions. Um, and this will not only help us mitigate the climate change, but also ensure the responsible use of natural resources for a more sustainable future. And this is there are reference that I get. So this is could be like yeah, you can read by these references, so you can know more, and yeah, we can learn more about this topic. And then um, at the end in my presentation, I just want to say that the efficient use of carbon dioxide in green chemistry is crucial for conserving the natural resources. This approach involves reducing carbon dioxide emissions produced by chemical and industrial processes through various strategies such as biomass technology, nanoscience technology, biosolar technology, and additional implementing more efficient technology, cleaner fuels, and economical energy use. It can also contribute to reducing the carbon dioxide emissions. And by adapting the strategies and technologies, we can not only mitigate the effects of climate change, but also conserve the natural resources and create a more sustainable future. So that's all from my presentation. I hope it can be, so that's all from my presentation. Thank you. So that's all for my presentation, and thank you.